What is file inclusion in C preprocessor? Why we need file inclusion in our program?
Friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are good and fine. So today we are going to learn about file inclusion, as I told earlier, about C preprocessor. So this is the second type of C preprocessor. So what we actually did here, we will merge the file, and then we will create some other files uh, along with the main file, and we inserted all the content from different files into our main program. So uh, this file inclusion generally used for larger program. So as you can see, we have two cases. First one, if I am a programmer and I have a large program, so create create a I will convert my larger program into smaller one. And if we have and then we will merge them into a single program. And for second case, we will create our program. We will create many different program for different functions, and then we will merge them into a single one. And in the second case, if we have a default program like displaying time over the in our every program, so we will create a macro expansion definitions and function along with it, and we will use that file into our program. So we don't need to create time write time function in every cases. So let's move to the actual program. So here, as you can see, we have to include standard input output file over here, and there are two syntax. First one is this bracket symbols, and second one is lm. So bracket one is used for default directories, like compiler defines itself some default directory where it will search for these studio.h file. We don't need to define the path over here, it will search by themselves. So as you can see, we have a studio.h file, math.h file, and these are the header file present in this default directory. So compiler define these directory when we install or compile. So studio, let's find out studio.h. I think it should also be present over here. Yeah, so studio, yes, this is also a default directory defined by compiler itself, and this is our main header files library folder. So here you can see studio.h present over here. So this is for default one, and for user defined files we use double quotes. Like if we are creating file, if we are making our own header file or C file, then we will use this syntax, double quotes. Okay, so this will also work with studio.h like this, because it will search for this directory if present in default one. Actually it will search if we don't pass any path over here, so it will search for the directory in which our main program exists, this L8 C1 C2 present. It will search there if there any studio.h present or not. We can and separated it via semicolon, so we can assign multiple path to this file inclusion syntax like this. So here we have to create two more files. First for here we will create a program with the circle to define this area of circle for our program. So we will create two files, one for definition and one for declaration. So we will define a variable, constant variable pi in header files, and we will declare our function in a separate file, circle.c, and we will define macro definition along with function definition in header file itself. And we don't need to assign constant over this main file, so we will simply use file inclusion. We will assign the path for our files. So I am going to create file in default one, like in which our main program exists. So we don't need to add path for that. So first, this program will search for include studio.h like this. And one more thing, if you are creating a program, just simply use your current folder to define the files. Otherwise you have to assign path, something like that. Okay, so as you know, the area of circle is for pi r square. That's why we will create a pi as a macro expansion. As we told earlier, if you don't see our previous video, just go to our playlist or channel and search for macro expansion. So let's move to the program. Studio.h. Okay, so let's create our let's include file. First let's create file, a file, zip file, c, search for path, yes, circle. Let's create circle, or should we create .h? Yes, first we will create .c. Okay, .c will be fine here, because we have to create a empty file for header file. So we should write circle.c. Circle.c. Okay, fine. Nice. So we have circle, and for header we have to create empty file, and then we will save it as circle.c, circle.s, sorry. So let's search for header file if exists or not. Otherwise we have to select for all file. Header is not present. Search for all. Yes. So let's name it circle.h. Yes, right, fine. So let's code these files. So first we will define our macro expression, constant variable pi. So the value of pi is is pi r square. Yes, and if we know what the area of circle is pi r square, pi r square. So this is the area of circle. So we have to assign pi as a macro function. So let's define it. So to define our pi, what we have to do, we have to simply write hashtag define pi and space and the value of pi. It's something 14159, something like this. And now we will define our function, which would be in double. So because the area would be in floating point, so I'm using double. So double and the circle area, and then we have to pass two parameter. First one for radius, second one for pi. So here we don't need to assign the variable, we just need float and float for two parameters, float and float. Yeah, that's it. Now I will create, that's it. So our definition has been done. Let's move to the circle.c, and here what we will do, we will declare our function. So here we have to define so I declare the function double circle area. The name of our function is circle area. So it is showing like this because we already created this one, we have created definition for it, so it is showing. So let's pass two parameters over, float r for radius, float r, and float pi for pi constant variable. And now we have to return something, the actual functionality of this function. So return pi r square. So pi will be capital star r and semicolon. Yes, so the task has been completed. Let's move to our main program. So as you can see, circle.c is not using main function because we are using file inclusion here. So we don't need main in circle itself, because uh, we are copying the content of circle.c and circle.h. So we don't need to include main, otherwise it will be replicated two times. So we don't need to main function here, just include our file before the program execution. So I will be use this double quote symbol like this and circle.h. Circle.c. Let's move to the, so we have to display something. So let's create first variable for pi for r. So I am using 4.0 as a variable, and to display we are using printf. You are familiar with that, and percentage f like this, and we have to simply pass the function with the along with parameters. So what we have to write. Think about it and pause the video if you know, and write the function. So here we will just simply write the function, this function over here. We don't need to declare over here. We just need to pass the function. It will call from circle.c. So r would be our first parameter and pi will be second. Pi like this. So here it is showing two functions, first c and header, like return 0 because we are using main. That's it. We are getting error. Yeah, so I got an error like 0x. Okay, now it should work now. So why we use these symbols? I don't know. We don't need to assign semicolon after pi or like this. Yeah, so I got an error. Catch this one. So we have to write it down after the circle.c. Now it would work fine. Yes, as you can see, it is showing the circle, the area of circle. So that was my mistake. I have to write .c earlier before .h. So I don't know why, but it is not working if we are putting .h above the circle.c. So okay, so to remove 6 digits, we have to write this 6 digit. We have to write .2. Now it will return only 2 decimal points. Thank you so much for watching.